Good morning, Charles. Open in Mini Thunderdome. We are live. It is February 13th, 2025. Your subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, we're a live streaming trading educational channel. As always, this is pure entertainment, not liable for loss to damage to anyone's lives account, PA, or evaluations. Welcome to following in my trades, but at your own risk. Okay. This time I remember to turn the mic on. What is that? Disclaimer. All right. Okay. I missed a trade already that I've been trying to jump in. I hesitated because I wanted to do it while I was live, but it is what it is. So actually, I have two entries for it. It's either at 41 or 52, so I may still enter at 41, but if it reaches if it goes under 67, I'll probably scratch that. All right, let's see. So yeah, because we're almost making a new low, and if we do make a new low up, yeah, bummer. Would have been a nice little trade already. So the target is all the way down on 90. Yeah, right there. I almost chased it, but decided not to. Let me know how the sound is. I kind of worked on the sound. Last couple of times, it sounded like I was gargling. That was weird. Yeah, I'm using a NVIDIA AI sound. What is it called? Enhancer, and it kind of made it sound like I was gargling. Okay. So let's see if it holds here. We're still inside of that candle of what day is it? The 5th. Or actually, yeah, 5th and 4th. So we either need to go and break out either out of 68.60 or 65.20. So we are at the top of the range. So we may have a reversal. Don't know. Right. So pay attention. We are failing to make a new low. This could be a clue. This could be a clue. Right. I'm going to cancel the short. Good morning. Is it? Oh, thank you. All right. It should make a new low. Here we go. All right. New low. Okay. But it could still bounce at 67. Yeah, that was a nice little trade. Man, I've been up already 40 ticks. All right, let's see if we have a bounce. So there could be a scalp here all the way back up to 20 or at least to 17. So I'm not a bottom picker, but there could be a bounce to then go and hit 90. But it may want to fill the orders at 67 first. There are 45. So if you don't already know, the only thing that moves a market is market orders. Doesn't matter if there's 1,000 orders waiting, limit orders. I mean, yeah, limit orders that will move the market. It may create a vacuum and make it move a certain way, but to make it go on a direction, we need market orders. That's what makes it move. So 67 is parked limit orders. That those are not market orders, but they give a clue of what someone might be doing. They might be holding or trying to get in at that level, right? It gives you a clue, but that doesn't mean that if those are all buys, that is going to make the market go up. Make sure you understand that. That is crucial to understanding how the market moves. Only market orders make it move a certain direction. So if you place 1,000 buy market orders, that will make it move up. And here is that pullback. Let's see if it could pass 15 and go all the way up to 20. Good morning. All right. There could be a little long here. I'm tempted to take it. Go all the way back up to 40. All right, I'm going to go for it. There we go. Market order. And I'm not going to risk much. So I'm risking $300 to make 900. True target is 44. I just want to get out early. So I may reverse up there and go short. But those parked limit orders, those are yummy. Those are just like a little Pac-Man waiting for the other guy to come and eat it up, right? So And the reason is because someone knows that there's someone else waiting on the other side of this trade. So if he keeps placing sell market orders, eventually it will reach 67. Not limit orders. He has to keep placing sell market orders, which everybody gets scalped except one guy or several guys, but only the market maker doesn't get scalped. Everyone else, if you're not a market maker, if you don't have that designation of the actual index of CME, because you gotta pay for that, and you gotta show volume, and you gotta take every market order that someone places. It's your obligation to be on the other side of the trade, but you get a huge discount. But he doesn't get scalped. So there are benefits to being a market maker, but you basically, well, I guess you can call it you're the dealer, you're the casino, because you're taking the other side of the trade. So you are taking the risk. So I need a whole bunch of buy market orders in order to take this market up to 39. But a huge limit order, an iceberg, can take the market out of balance, and then that can also start momentum. But it's not guaranteed, but the bigger the iceberg, the more it can try to move it. But most guys that are placing icebergs, they're on it for the long haul. And this is why they're hiding their intentions by placing an iceberg. They don't want you to know that they're going long at 67.09. All right, this is taking a little bit too long here, and we do have major resistance from 17 all the way up to 20. So if we can't clear 15, yeah, I'm starting to get worried here. Um, I'm contemplating to maybe exit this trade. Don't want to be scared out of my own trade. I'm going against the trend, but I'm just looking for a pullback. I'm not I'm not looking for a huge move unless we are failing at 67. Could be. Yeah, here we go. And they take me out. So I chose not to trade yesterday. Anytime I get an email from my broker saying that margins have changed, it used to happen always during FOMC, and for the past year and a half, 2 years is CPI. So they increase margin. So you can't, it costs you more leverage or less leverage. You have less leverage to trade. So that to me is a warning that if they are scared, I should be scared too. Oh, got it. We have some reports this morning, right? Be sure that I forget that. Let's see. Oh, it already happened, but we do have natural gas at 7:30 my time, but we had poor PPI and PPI and unemployment at 5:30 my time. Which it did make the market go from its lows from making a new low to a pullback. And that's where I wanted to get in. And I hesitated it. And I would have been already up. I'd probably would have exited at 67. Oh, I don't have my sound on. Almost forgot about that. I was wondering why I couldn't hear my squawk box. All right. Trump is already making some early morning comments. Usually he does it closer to noon, but he's already saying the U.S. doesn't have free trade, we have stupid trade. The entire world is ripping us off. I'm going to give myself a little more room here, but doesn't look good. Slow start. Here we go. Let's see if I saved myself by moving it. I mean, obviously, I should be under 90 because that was my target, but I don't want to. I'm actually already positive. I was positive 25.70. I'm actually giving some money back. But hopefully I'm not. I'm still alive here. If this goes to target, that will be my last trade. I'll still narrate, but I won't take any more trades because that I'll be over 3,000 and I don't want to give any money back. I should have, I shouldn't even been trading. This is the second reason why I hesitated taking the short at 41 also. Not only because I wanted to be live, I was going to go and take it, but also because I said, maybe I shouldn't trade anymore. But it is what it is. All right. They are looking for the rest of the markets to open, I guess. Yes, is negative. -9. Don't know what it did yesterday, if it was positive or not. I don't think I looked at it yesterday. So that's the beauty of trading CL. I don't have to really follow the other markets. I have to correlate this and that. Well, here we go. They take me out. Yeah, I don't want to move it under 90. Nope. Or 290. 99. Yeah, I should be under. All right, I'm going to move it right there. If this doesn't hold, then it will hit 90. So now I'm risking 420. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. So it took those orders at 67 and they already added more. Hold, 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 hold. CLJ5, iceberg bid. I'll be insane if I survive this. Come on, bounce. Yeah, this would have been a nice trade. Oh, God. 40 ticks. Anything above 15 ticks, if you have enough contracts, is a nice trade on CL. Yeah, I should have exited. CLJ5, iceberg bid. Come on, bounce, bounce. Oh, we got 7 minutes till the opening of the ES. It's struggling. to go under or stay under 67. This could be a clue. It might just hit 90 and bounce. I don't want to risk it. All right, I'm going to go for this. Could be a huge mistake. Shouldn't be doing this. And I'm only moving it because the opening of the index may save me. Otherwise, I shouldn't move my stop here. Only reason that I'm moving is because of the opening. It's a crucial area, right? 67. We may get a whole bunch of new buyers trying to hold 67. Maybe they'll think that it's cheap. Let's buy here. 67 a barrel is cheap. And also because my target is right here. So it could bounce off my target. Actually, I've got to go a little lower because if we do a Fibonacci, I should be under 84. Oh, shoot. All right. This is horrible. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. So now I have an opportunity to exit. Oh, almost dead. You know what? I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna exit. Because if we do a Fibonacci, 61 ratio is right at 84. And almost tagged my entry. All right, now I'm gonna be giving a lot back. 870. Maybe it will take me out right at the bell, but I may also lose an opportunity to launch, right? Actually, I'm gonna move it back up, but I have it.
Say Belgium targets the company in EU corruption for this according to the FT.
I have it set to drop at entry. So I have it hovering over my entry. At the bell, if I see a lot of volume, buy volume, I won't drop it. Oh, I'm seeing some volume. I may only have one chance to exit. You know what? I'm just going to exit. I'm just going to exit. We're too close to my target. I may have an opportunity here. Because we still have that resistance between 15 and 20. Now, this is not how I trade, but smart money would exit with a small loss instead of trying to exit right at entry. It's not how I trade, but it went all the way up to what, oh 06. So I should have exited at oh 06. I would have lost only $90, but that's not how I trade. But that's the proper way of trading, right? It's better a small loss than 800. But these markets move so fast that it may just do a pop up and take me out with just commission. So you never know. You never know. All right. Here we are. We're going to go into it's open. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see. This opening brings POC down to 67. So is it going to be a platform or is it going to be a ceiling? And that came down all the way from 37. So this could be a launch. All right, I'm going to move it back up to 38, but I have it hovering at my entry. Yeah, I think it's going to hit 90. Yeah, I should have exited when I had a chance.
CLJ5.
But I claimed about their chips. I got houseless chips, so I'm not going negative. I need to move my book map. I can't see. All right, just had a 90 iceberg. So are these icebergs what they think they need to go move it under 67, or is it to hold 67? So it doesn't move the market as we talked about, but it shows someone's intention. Someone got in with a limit order of 90 at 67.01. So now it's obvious everybody sees that play, that move. But it printed as a sell. But is it an exit or is it an actual sell limit order? So now I'm looking for clues to see, is anyone else following them? Is it just creating a vacuum? Is it going out of balance? And there's going to go and have everyone else go and enjoy to go south? So I have seen buying volume. This could be my last opportunity to exit this trade. And I'm going to. Oh, I put it right on top of it and didn't let me. All right, I'm going to exit with, oh, come on. I made a mistake. Oh, there I go.
Iceberg as development.
I put my limit sell exit and I got rejected because it was right
CLJ5
on top of the price.
as development.
Oh, another 100 iceberg, another sell. Okay, I think I did the right thing by exiting. So far 119 icebergs and they're all printing as sells. So I got a lot of targets to the downside, but now I need to figure where am I going to go and enter. Obviously, I can't enter here because I'm too close to my target. I don't want to scalp, but it could be an entry right here. So decision point. We're either going to go and launch and go all the way back up to 40, or we're going to tag 90 and maybe go even lower. My first solid, my first solid target to the downside is 66.50. But we do have a few bumps in the way, like the 61 feeble at 84. Then I have some solid between 66 and 50, but 50 is the one. So I'm still up 25.40, as you can see right here, 25.40.
Just say remote some EU's one delay on
Oh,
says
so it's
Plano
showing.
4.7 billion euro investment package for South Africa.
Why isn't my P&L showing? Ah, because I didn't choose it. All right, I got it. As you can see, I'm already up 25.40. I already did my live account trading. I've been very fortunate that I've been able to stream without lately. Every time I stream that, I don't have to be trading my live and my PA. I found that a little bit too stressing. So I've been lucky to get some ETH trades or early morning trades. Like I would have had one at 5:30 this morning. All right, we're gonna have a big move here, right? 67, something big is going to happen. We're gonna get a huge volume hit, and we're either gonna go north or south. So decision point. Pick your horse. Either going up or we're going down. We're not trending. We are stuck in a channel. So we are in balance. We are in supply. Now we need to go out of supply. And I'll be pissed if I got scared out of my own trade. And more of a loser because I lost 30. There could be a short from 17, but I personally would be afraid to take, because that's halfway through my target on the upside. So on the upside, I have a target of 44. I was getting out early at 38. And then my original to the downside. Look at this. All right, let's see if this holds. Yeah, so that was a little bit too early on my exit. Yeah, it'll probably go CLJ5. All right, so gas development. CLJ5. Another iceberg development. Probably a 50. No, 25. Now it looks like it's picking up momentum. It may even go as high as 70. All right. Now I need to be careful not to go and tilt, because I was on that trade for at least, 25 minutes, 20 minutes on that trade. I need to be careful not to get emotional, not to revenge trade because I got out of a winner. But I also could have had that on the downside because I didn't go short at 41. So I'm okay. CLJ5, iceberg bid. But these are the things that we all need to work on. We got to work on our emotions. If you're already a person that gets easily triggered and you drink coffee, first thing you got to stop it is caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant at first, right? So it does produce endorphins, so it gets you excited. If you're already emotional and then you're excited, that could be a recipe for disaster. So you got to be very aware. If you ever already figured out, trading is going to be one of the hardest things you ever do in life, because it's not just motor skill and knowledge, but it's also a lot of psyche. It's dealing with your emotions. As I always say, trading will bring out the worst of you. If you haven't already figured that out, breakfast screwdriver. There you go. When I was a kid, I used to, if you talk about the alcohol drink, when I was a kid, I used to, okay, out of or younger, I used to love screwdrivers.
And 2025 release, that's due on March the 14th.
But now I think that they're too sweet, or maybe the orange juice these days is a lot sweeter. That's probably it. They probably add sugar to the concentrates. Because I had like 10 years, I thought, oh my God, this is too sweet.
And so UK owners now will publish that January trade data on March 28th. Push back.
All right, so it stopped right at
I didn't
20.
error in trade data.
So that pullback to 20 did happen, but it had to go and hot knife a little bit 67. So I could have scalped out 10 ticks instead of scaring myself out, but it is what it is. All right, POC moved up to 17. This could be a sign that we may be moving up. but the trend is still negative. Now, the $1 million question is my short done? The one from 41. Was I off by, what is the low? 90, 96? Am I off by 4 ticks? Was my
Market update following the US cash open for US indices.
was my evaluation wrong? Did I get it wrong?
Down about
Don't know.
points. Plus 2,000 up marginally, up about 0.1%. Before a couple key events, first we did hear from US President Trump threatening
There you go.
alcohol
More vodka.
coming out for other EU represented countries. If the 50% tariff that EU imposed on whiskey is not removed immediately, meanwhile, US PPI are softer across the board over the components which feed into PCE generally accelerated from the prior month. And for claims and continued claims, they were beneath expectations. For sectors, they are mixed. Energies outperforming with materials as utilities, while discretionary communications and technology lag. In FX, the dollar is broadly further.
LJ5.
That's current in 88. So put it back from those highs of 104.08. Trade tensions are continuing to grow. Meanwhile, antipodeans do lag a subdued APEC trade ways. Euro dollar, that trundle was lower, currently at 104. Or 845. Apologies. But let's follow those Trump out.
You got to make it fun. It's already stressful as it is. You got to be light.
We have the 22 billion 30-year bond auction, which would follow yesterday's strong 10-year and include.
Right. If you don't already know, there's a warning from Trump. Well, a warning, no. He says that tariffs are going to be effective on April 2nd. So, and that doesn't change till then. Make sure not to trade Tuesday, April 2nd. Because that could be very volatile. A very volatile day. So put that on your calendar. Make a note of it. April 2nd could be a tough day to trade. All right, another shit start here. We had an initial move south, but now we are stalling. Is it gonna do so on a smaller time frame? The LJ5 iceberg has development.
Finnish defense minister says Finland will not send troops to Ukraine.
On a smaller time frame, could be a bounce here from 04. So this could be an 8 up, a B down, and then a launch, or also a 1, 2, 3 up. So we already seen a low during our pH. So chances are we'll not see a new high. What is the high? The high is 67.94. So it looks like 68 got rejected. So there's a large probability that we will not go positive, but we could have a price check of the opening. Who knows? What is the opening? The opening is 67.70. Okay. So which is actually one of my targets that I called out. So that's coinciding. But it looks like we are doing a price check of POC, which was at first, it was at 67.
Permanent term for the US calendar are expecting the release of the quarterly services survey and do note it does have the potential to impact Q4 GDP figures.
And then it moved up a little bit to
Mexican
02.
They will have intensive talks in the coming weeks over US tariffs.
Well, now it just moved down to 07. All right, so we're stuck.
Canada needs America. America does not need Canada.
Make sure you're trading with a stop. We are getting a lot of Trump news. Make sure you have a stop.
It's more from Trump, or rather just repeating that last headline. It says Canada needs America. America does not need Canada.
America! All right, let's see if it wants to go and hit 90. So very balanced opening here. Beautiful bell. Actually, even the overnight is very balanced.
Just an update. For the information on Oracle, it says Oracle is the leading contender to help run TikTok in New Deal. It says ByteDance management wants Oracle to play a key role. While that's based on Project Texas Venture, other cloud firms may bid for a piece of any eventual deal.
Oracle being owner of TikTok? That's crazy.
This would be in fitting with reports that Oracle was the leading contender to help run TikTok in the New Deal. And more from Mexican economy minister says furthering cool head is best strategy and is already having results. Is evaluating tariff tools to phase the April 2nd deadline.
All right, it's looking more and more that, in my opinion, that it looks like 67 is holding, and we may see that 40. But it could also be a bull trap. So I'm gonna stay out of it. But it looks like it's holding, right? But you never know. All of a sudden, they may hit the market with a large order to go and take us under. But 20 did hold earlier. I said that there could have been a scalp all the way to 20. And that was when we hit, I believe we had just hit 67.01. So I was a little bit early on that scalp up, as we did make a new low of 96, and then it went up. So I've been a little bit early in some calls. I believe it was Monday. I called for a short, and I was half hour early. I got stopped out, and then after I was done streaming. I took a short and I made, I think it was $4,000. I'm not sure. Don't recall, but I think it was $4,000.
A bit of energy news. The FERC chairman at CERAWeek says power supply not keeping up with demand, says new supply needs to come from combined cycle natural gas.
So there could be along here either to 40 or all the way to 70. But also we can go all the way down. So we are stuck in a supply and demand area.
CLJ5, iceberg gas development.
Pick your side, pick your poison, as they say. But chances are we're launching, and that is because it's holding up a major significant number, right? We are at a century number. Psychologically, these numbers are huge, but they really don't mean anything. Why is 67 better than 68? But it's only a psychological number. So it's try to launch. You recall earlier I said that there's resistance between 20 and 15. If it could clear 25, it may go all the way to 40. And then at 40, I need to go decide if I want to jump on that south
And the trade.
that short that I hesitated to take. Because I might have been wrong on the target. It might have been 96 instead of 90. Make sure if you're on a trade, make sure you're not looking at emails, you're not looking at your phone. Gotta be 100% focused. Especially when you're on a trade, because the market may give you hints that you're on the wrong side of the market, of the move. And you may have an opportunity to exit if you're wrong. And it's okay to be wrong.
CLJ5, iceberg gas development.
What's not okay is for you to die on the hill because you can't admit that you're wrong. That is one of the worst things that you could do, is not being able to admit to yourself that you're wrong, and you're going to die on the hill because you're right. I am right. I am right. That's how you blow accounts. And as a beginner, that took me a while to overcome that in myself. Not everyone has the same issue, but most people don't like to admit that they're wrong. That if you're going to be a profitable trader, you need to be able to know, okay, this trade is dead. That's why I was like, hey, I don't want to keep moving the stop because I could be wrong. So try not to move your stock. Because once you start the habit of moving stock, then you'll never stop. You'll keep saying, it's going to turn around. It's going to turn around. It's going to turn around. The hole keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
CLJ5, iceberg bid.
All right. There's looks like it's a minimum of 50 iceberg.
CLJ5.
Try to get filled at 57. Yeah, it's a 50 bird. That printed as a buy.
And just be aware the treasury section now starting his appearance on CNBC.
All right, guys. If I don't take another, actually, I shouldn't take any more trades. Should just end it here. I should just officially say that I'm not going to take 25, 40. It's not bad. I'm only, I'm about, where is it? $8,000
The treasury secretary was on
from reaching
about recent
my
markets, and he with
100 grand.
Trump administration is focused on the real economy.
Last week, I made a huge mistake on a ETH trade. I wanted to go long, and I placed a short, and man, that drove me crazy because I only looked at it an hour later, and I was like negative $4,000. And here is the motion. All right, here we are, right at target.
Over 3 weeks. Once again, it's just reiterating they're focused on the long term.
And the older we are, also, we make these stupid mistakes that I never used to make before. But with age, I'm making these stupid mistakes. All right. So we hit target, and look at that. It came almost to the feeble level. So my short was a good short. I had a target of 90. Big volume move. Was that news?
CLJ5, iceberg-esque development.
It might have been Trump news.
Treasury Secretary Preston just noting the obvious US government shutdown would be disruptive.
It could be Trump news. Yeah. We had 2 of them. One was the Treasury Secretary, and the other one was Indecision, sell off after opens as trader
CLJ5, iceberg-esque development.
The other one was just commentary that the other indices are reacting to tariff news, which is bullshit. We already know these dates. So this is why you gotta be careful with news, because someone is trying to be right about why the market made a move. Nobody really knows why the market moves. So don't ever fall for, it moved because of this, unless it's really like war news or, something very significant. Because we already know tariffs, he already said the second. So why is the market reacting again when we already knew this a week ago? Unless it's something that is really new news, then yes, it could be that. But otherwise, that commentary is bullshit. All right, so we were at the decision point. So it went south. Glad.
J5,
Oh, this is news.
773.
All right, this is news. We just had a $600 order. No, 780. All right. Oh man, that happened too fast. So this could have been a nice buy opportunity that happened way too fast. And look at that.
The obviously to them tabs on the alcohol. Besson says he's not sure why one or two items from one or two trading blocks is that much of a big deal.
Alcohol tariffs on Canada or Europe.
CLJ5, iceberg bid.
And once again, Besson reiterates, aside from metals and likely autos, everything else is up for grabs for tariff negotiations.
All right. We may go all the way to that 40 or 70. Major turnaround here. A lot of buying. Already 1,000 worth of market orders.
And Besson warns that if trading partners want to ratchet things up, surplus countries will take the biggest hit.
Okay, now it looks like it is tariffs that are making a market reaction here. But there could be, so looks like 20 is holding. Yeah, I am tempted to call it a day and just end it with 25.40. I mean, look at this crap. We opened up here.
And Director Besson is confident the Trump tax bill is on track.
We didn't do anything for the first hour. And then all of a sudden,
In the summer.
up and down. That looks erratic to me. Do I really want to trade in this environment? There's always tomorrow. There's always another opportunity. You just have to make enough so you don't have to trade every day.
Spending detox does not have to be a recession.
It's got to make enough money so you have to trade every day. That is the key. And this is why I've talked about it in the past. There are some traders that only trade once a month. It's either CPI or FOMC. They only trade once a month and they make enough money that they can just do analytical work the rest of the month to figure out what they're going to do that next month when it's FOMC or CPI or whatever, or they're always scanning for news and they'll do a big 100, 200 lot trade off of news.
Besson just knowing that we do have excess employment in the government.
Excess employment. Okay. So there could be a short from here, but I would be scared. So Yeah. There might be an
on our
opportunity.
actual Doge cuts. He says there's probably more that we can do.
There might be an opportunity for a long at 10. In between 07 and 10.
Does not have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem.
So this could be a launch. So POC is moving up and down. Now it's back up at 17.
For W3GY, the UAW union has filed a federal labor charge against Volkswagen for violating workers' rights in Chattanooga.
Yeah, we are creating a lot of volume here. Very difficult environment to trade. Yeah, there could be a launch right now. If 67 hold, we're going all the way up to 40. Now, it may want to do I call it return to scene of the crime, right? The move happened here. So it may want to do a return to the scene of the crime because a lot of traders got caught off of this and they may be scaling in to average out their entry, or it created a imbalance, now falls back into balance. So sometimes I trade that, sometimes I don't, because you never know when the move, in this case, is up. When is it over? Is it still going to keep going up to then return? So
kind of looking ahead to the PCE data due at the end of this month, the WSJ, FedWatch, and Tim Rails say after the CPI and PPI data, they so far suggest core PCE will be firm, higher than the core CPI for February and higher than the January core PCE. It will be updating precise models a bit later, he suggests.
Okay, the ES has gained back some of his losses also. It was, I think, negative 45. Now it's 20.
And just back to the Treasury Secretary, asked about the dollar weakening. A lot was priced in. He says it's natural to see an adjustment. And the European Commission set to invite EU countries to swiftly agree on the most pressing critical defence capability areas with a view to launching a large-scale pan-European flagship project, according to a draft paper on defence. Politics, again, in line with the reporting that we've had a bit earlier, US Special Envoy Wickoff in Moscow for talks with Russia.
CLJ5
war.
iceberg gas
Still well, makes sense by Reuters, but is in keeping with other reports that we've had recently.
Yeah, Trump era. A lot of news. Make sure
Also, if I start Treasury Secretary, we could see a surprise upside growth in Europe. China seems to have stabilized as well.
Makes it very hard to stream while there's so much news. Obviously, I want you guys to go listen, but I'm also streaming. It becomes a pain in the ass sometimes. All right. This is difficult here. So
It says after a
maybe
for the other
the launch.
well.
All right. I'm going to call it. I'm not going to go and take any more trips.
So back to European Commission will propose measures to deepen the single market for defence, notably by greater clarity of procurement and regulatory simplification and harmonisation, according to the draft being cited by Reuters.
You're not going to trade for the sake of trading or streaming. I'm not here for clickbait or for videos. The objective of my streaming is to figure out a show that Apex does pay. So my objective is to reach 100K. I'm not just going to trade for the sake of streaming. So I'm ending my day here with 2540. That's it. No more trades. I will still stream at least for another 15 minutes. But didn't really call out any trades that I feel like yeah, called out maybe this, maybe that, but I did. The only thing that I believe that I called out was the target at 90. Everything else was just maybe this, maybe that. But there could be a long here. If I was to go long, I would go long at either 7 or 8. We may have missed it, yeah. But this is to go either to 40 or to 70. But it still may want to do a price check of this area here. So if you're already profitable, get out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge. Go do something that you like. Especially if you get tempted to FOMO. You keep watching, chances are that you'll take a trade. This is why you gotta shut it off and just walk away. You're not gonna lose an opportunity. You're not gonna miss out on me teaching you something. Learn to walk away. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, would appreciate it to help the algo, or leave me a comment on the video afterwards. And here is the move.
Okay, fine. Iceberg band.
So that was at least a 10-tick scalp. Iceberg right at 22, which was top of that resistance that I talked about earlier. So it keeps hitting that area and they keep selling. So we may see a return of the scene in the decline now, to then go and launch up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done in 10 minutes because I also don't want to be tempted to take a trade because we still have more news tomorrow. Oh, I'll be right back, guys. I left my phone. That is the alarm for gas. We have gas report in 10 minutes. If you're in a trade, make sure you have a stop. We got gas inventory at 7:30 Pacific. Make sure you got to stop. It is a mover on oil, but not as much as the oil inventory, but it can move. Oh, right, they're all related. That's where gas comes from. If you don't know, you don't know, gas comes from oil drilling. Or I guess just gas drilling too, but they usually find it because they're looking for oil. There's more money in oil than in gas. All right, we're stuck on that channel. I'm seeing a pullback to maybe go and test this area. Doesn't mean that it's not done launching, but even though I called a long from here, it looks like it might have done just a scalp, and now it's gonna do a wave B or a wave 2 down to then go and launch. But I'm just glad that I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That's it. Ah, looks like it's trying to launch again. Yeah, very difficult day. Lots of traps everywhere. No one is really stepping in. But overall, I still think that we are on our way down. Yeah, I still think that we are on our way down. I think that the market will either tag 63 or 60. Obviously, my crystal ball is always out of batteries, so I don't know when. That's going to be leaving in 7 minutes.
CLJ5, iceberg band.
So upside, target of 40 and then 70. So if I was on that long still, I would have survived. I believe I had my stop at 79, right? Because I said 84 was feeble. The low now is 83. So I would have looked out
CLJ5. Iceberg has developed.
Now here's the move up. So if you got in at 07, 08, this could start to pay off now. Let's see. Wow, there's 149 orders waiting at 55. So here's the launch.
CLJ5. Iceberg band.
So if I wasn't if I wasn't already positive and had called off any trades, I would have taken that. Because it said long at 07. It said 07, 08. But I would have to have a pretty large stop. But that's how I've been trading, swing trading. So you need to have a longer stop. So if you're ever going to follow any of my trades, make sure you're on micro. And again, you do so at your own risk. You can't forget that you have only what you can lose is what you have in cash on a valuation or a PA account, except after you reach your target, your profit target, right? Then you have more. But during evaluation on a 50K, all you have is what, 2,500, 2,700? You don't have a $50,000 account. You only have that small little 2,500. And they call it a 50K account just to psychologically make you think that you have more. So it's all a play in words, imagery. So you blow your accounts, Nothing is wrong with that. It's their business plan. It's their business. They're not hiding anything. You're the one that have to protect yourself and know how to manage your risk. That's why you've got to trade micros until you have a cushion, until you have built a bank. That's how I got here. These PA accounts kept on building. Or there could be either an add-on or an entry if you haven't done long yet from here to here. But don't forget, we're going against the trend by going north, right? Taking longs, you're going against the trend. Market is negative 50. If you're going to go long, where are you going to put your stop? Never get in any trade without knowing where you're going to place your stop and where you're going to exit, especially the exit. The stop, you could figure that out by doing a percentage of your account. Usually you shouldn't risk should be less than 3%. That's why I always trade with an ATM. It will give me an automatic stop. And then you figure your target. It could be 10, 15, 20 ticks. Then you could always adjust that. But the stop, you've got to make sure as soon as you get filled that you have a stop, just in case there's some type of news. I already made a video on this. All right, here's the launch. So you could have got in at 17. So not my target, but there's 154 orders waiting at 56. So I'm going to call this as another trade call because we are already up. So it would have been a long at 7, add on at anywhere in here. So the low was 17. My first target is 40, but it looks like there's enough demand at 56 to take it up. But that could be the end of it. Doesn't mean that we will see 70. All right, guys, I am done. Roughly how many? Well, it's 10 contracts. That's what they say. 10 contracts on the evaluation, right? But on a live account, I think it's 25 or was it 18? Either 18 or 25 on a live account. But on the evaluation, it says 10 contracts. But on the live account, I think it's either 18 or 25. And it's not a set rule because each brokerage has their own risk margin. It's not a set rule. Like if you go and train with what is it? Think or swim, you probably with a 50K account, you're only allowed to go and trade 5 or 6 contracts. So each broker has their own margin. It's not set by, CNME or New York. It's set by the broker. But if today evaluation, yeah, exactly. So it depends on your broker, if it's a discount broker or not. And also you can negotiate it depending how much money you're going to deposit. And also you could negotiate your commission. If you're going to trade a certain amount of per month, 50, 100, 200, 1,000 contracts, it means that they are making more money. So you negotiate. Like I know my average that I trade every month. So before I switch from Ninja, well, that's been already 2 years, to my new brokerage, I negotiated because I already had proof. I could show them, look, I've been trading an average of, per month. And I got a better deal than what they post on their website. So you as a beginner, you probably won't be able to negotiate that, but in the future, you know that you can. And margin a little bit because they also have their own risk department. But I didn't, I didn't negotiate my margin. I only negotiated my commission, because that could be dangerous, that you know that you could trade more. So I didn't want to do that. I was already happy with what they gave me. You're welcome. All right, guys, I am done. So looks like we may get a pullback to either 40. There's interest at 56, but we still haven't returned to the scene of the crime. This is why I said earlier, it's not guaranteed that that's going to go back. So you could blow your account and think, it's going to go back and do a price check. Yeah. But when? All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't given me a thumbs up, or appreciate if you could leave a little comment on the video, I appreciate that too. And tomorrow is Friday. There's also GDP. Don't know if I'm going to take any trades or not. There could be an opportunity during ETH, and I may jump on that instead. But make sure that you click your notification so you know if I'm going live or not. Thanks for watching. I'll see you live in the Thunderdome. Stay green. Thank you.